And I eat more fruit than anyone I know in Australia. You know, I'd probably be top 10 in the world for fruit eaters. 95% plus of my calories coming from sweet fruits, like dates, mangoes, bananas, jackfruit. So it's fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, fruit for dinner, followed by some greens, occasionally some nuts and seeds.
Sometimes I get really good watermelon, I really stuff myself with it and I can't even move.
I believe it's impossible to overeat on fruit. Overeating would imply one's getting obese. My record is 72 large bananas, like big bananas.
Well, that is it. But me and Mango, we are more like Buddha, you know, we like to sit and enjoy the life, just look at everything in a detail, and we're not big sports people.
Do you drink much water, or?
No, none at all.
That's your problem. You're dehydrated.
For me, I never needed water, and I think I'm doing fine. I don't
You'll
feel
triple your
dehydrated.
energy levels when you start drinking water. You'll be like, wow, I've been missing out.
But we don't sweat, we don't do any, you know,
Because you're dehydrated. Because you can't.
exercise.
Because you're dehydrated.
You believe I can be dehydrated for 23 years
well-
and don't get no health problems from it?
My grandma's, everyone's dehydrated in society.
Unfortunately, it seems to be the case that there are quite a few different definitions of fruitarian that are floating around.
The definition of fruitarian could be, some people say it's just fruit, some people say it's fruits, greens and nuts and seeds, things like that.
The nuts are not fruit and the greens are not fruit, so please don't call yourself fruitarian if you eat other things than fruit. And then got really upset with me.
The way that we live is very different to the way that you live. So the sweating is something that would be natural for you because you are going out and doing these things, whereas we're not doing them. So we're not dehydrated in the same way that you would be if you weren't getting the water that you were taking in. Yeah.
Is it healthy to be sedentary though? That's the question.
It is
Is it
healthy?
to push yourself to an extreme?
Yeah.
To sort of really push yourself to the extreme.
We think you push your bodies to extreme. You think we don't doing anything.
If you look at other animals out in nature, there's none of the animals that really train and push themselves to the extreme like
Yes,
you're
they do.
suggesting. No, only if they're chased by some other animal and then the adrenaline is going. But if you watch other animals that are living very peaceful lives and not being chased, they won't run around.
Name me an animal, Mango.
Or a cow.
A cow. A cow stands up all day and night, supporting its ton of body weight, and it walks, you know, they'll migrate for eons if they get the chance. Another animal.
I don't even think that this is the cow. I mean, you know, I could do the same kind of thing.
But we're sitting down. Cow can't even sit down. They've got to use their energy all day standing up.
Well, whether we're sitting down or standing up, we're still using energy.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to believe that it's a very natural process going from raw foodism to fruitarianism, but certainly I know from experience and watching other people that it's not always the case. And I don't fully understand why. I mean, people are very difficult to fathom, and I guess we all have to come up with our own conclusions.
If the bear doesn't fatten up before its hibernation, it will die. If an eagle doesn't fatten up before its migration, it will die. If a deer doesn't have enough strength from eating enough, it won't last the mating cycle. If a salmon doesn't eat enough, it won't make the migration. There is no animal in nature that undereats.
Yep, well this is it. This is the, I've got some organic cuts here, or mince. This is the pork mince, and I'm just gonna indulge. And from memory...
Tastes good?
Yeah. I've just found the meat thing, for the time being, I'm doing all right with it. A bit of rotten meat now and again, it's like a supplement, but I'd prefer to eat fresh stuff, to be honest with you.
Fresh stuff has got less bacteria in it.
Yep.
A good way to get bacteria is to get your own poo and smear it on a steak and put it in a glass jar and put it in the fridge.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard that one, but I've heard mostly herbivore droppings, or, you know, like stools. You can get a lot of good bacteria from it. He's cured people with cancer from it. Stools?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's quite strange talking about this. You get a meat eater that comes along, oh, I'm eating shit, I do this, I do that, and I've been just in hospital the other day. Well, that's a great thing for vegans, isn't it? Makes vegans look like, you know, like the knight in shining. We're lost.
I've got $10,000 in the bank, and I'd be willing to put $10,000 on the table. Get a baby, like a 2-month-old or 6-month-old, put it in a cot, with,
Make it a year so it's not lactating.
okay, a year-old human toddler baby in a cot with a mango and a baby rabbit. And if the kid eats the rabbit,
Oh my
you
God.
get 10 grand.
But that's totally bullshit. What you were speaking right there now is crap.